Most of you will know already what this mad grey car is. It's a Honda Civic Type R. Of course it is. Look at it. Silly mad thing. It's a very good colour. It's a great car. I've driven it previously. I think it's excellent. I think it's better than the standard Focus RS, which is why for this comparison we have a Focus RS with a little badge on it. It's a very important badge though, because it's a Mountune badge. I'm going to tell you more about what that means out on the road. So yeah, to give this car its full name, this is a Ford Focus RS FPM 375. That stands for Ford Performance Mountune with 375 horsepower. It's achieved through a kit that comprises a new air recirculation valve, a remap, and a new kind of intake system, and a badge. Obviously, I'm sure the badge is at least 10 horsepower, and that's pretty much it. It's £900 plus fitting from a dealer who will do that for you, and you keep the warranty as well. That's really important to note. You keep your standard Ford warranty with the Mountune upgrade. It's weird, isn't it, how these cars, even though they're quite similarly priced and quite similarly powered, are really quite remarkably different. You imagine that if they were humans, and I know I shouldn't make this sort of comparison, they wouldn't be friends, they wouldn't get on. The Focus is a bit of a yob, but kind of wants to be everybody's friend, and this Civic is far, far more serious, and it's bothered with doing really well and going fast around the track, and doesn't much care if you want to have fun, really. It's just there to be very serious, very, very fast, and you kind of take it or leave it, I guess. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, 25 horsepower for £900, that's a bit rubbish. The key thing is the torque. So where we were at 347 pound-foot with the standard Focus RS before, we're now at 376, which is huge really, isn't it, for a Focus? 376 pound-foot. It's a lot more than the Civic. The Civic's at 295. I mean, it's only 30 less than M3. It's a huge amount of torque. The punch this thing just has at any speed is remarkable. It feels a big, big step on, I think. A noticeable step on from a standard Focus RS. Now, power is only up 10 horsepower to 320, but because the gear ratios have been shortened, this car feels so much quicker. Just really, really alive. I mean, like, second gear there is all done. You're there, changing up at 55. The sense of urgency here from those gear ratios is markedly improved from before. And also, there's a new flywheel in for this car, which doesn't sound like much, but it's made a really big difference, because previously the old car, it was odd, the revs wouldn't quite accumulate and die as kind of frantically as you'd want, and now you can really feel those revs when you change gear, when you heel and toe. They're zinging up much more enthusiastically, and again, it helps that sense of urgency. There is one thing, however, it's better than the extra 25 horsepower, it's better than the extra torque with this Mountune 375 upgrade, and that's the noise. The noise is great. So, and this is the normal drive mode, and you get the pop, and you get loads of whooshes from the intake, and pops and bangs and chuffs and hisses and all sorts. It's great. It sounds proper kind of old-fashioned turbocharged hot hatch. I know it's manipulated a bit, but it's good fun, isn't it? I think that's the key with hot hatches. They should just be a giggle, shouldn't they? And you should be driving too quick behind Honda Jazzes and making loads of noise. That's what they're about, aren't they? They're about aggression and intent, and this Mountune upgrade works perfectly with that attitude of the Focus RS. And if you change the drive modes, so we'll go from normal going to sport now, it gets even more dramatic, so you get a down change, and then it's just such a lout of a car. Is it quicker than that Focus? I'm not sure. I think the Focus pulls harder through its mid-range. I think this pulls harder at the top, probably. The gear ratios are shorter here, so that probably exaggerates the sense of acceleration. And also, because it's just front-wheel drive, any torques or any movement you get there, you don't get a lot at all, if any. It's more noticeable. And again, it just makes it feel like there's more going on, doesn't there? I don't know. I think we'd have to get them on the track to be absolutely sure. They are close though, they're really, really close. Another thing that's really noticeable with this Mountune upgrade, you may notice I'm quite keen on it, it feels like it's extended the power band. It feels like it's pulling from lower revs, but also willing to get itself going at higher revs too. The standard RS can sometimes feel a bit flat above 6,000, a bit tight, and I think with the revised breathing here, it's just that much more willing to drive on, get those shift lights and get that limiter. Again, it's all part of that attitude, that just thrash the nuts off me everywhere attitude that I am more than happy to abide. So while I'm still not entirely convinced by Focus RS on the track, we're not on a track today, we're on B roads, and what a Focus RS does brilliantly there is just this sense of agility and excitement and fun. And while it can come unstuck on a circuit, on road it just feels great because you're darting in everywhere, and you've got strong brakes and a really good gear shift. That four-wheel drive system that inspires huge confidence because the car is just always on your side and always has grip and traction. I think it's really, really good fun on a B road actually. Should not be able to get on the throttle that early coming out of a corner in a front-wheel drive car with 320 horsepower. I don't think this is any slower down a B road than that Focus. I really, really don't. Regardless of the traction advantages you get with four-wheel drive, I think this is so well sorted as front-wheel drive. Don't think it's any slower. On track, don't know. Focus RS, you're giggling all the time at what a silly, absurd hot hatch it is. And this car, you're always just almost in awe of it. You just kind of think, Honda Civics can't do this. And I guess that's the difference in attitude that I'm getting at, that this is a more serious proposition. Look how much you're going around corners, you barely have to turn the wheel, you just dart it in, and I know it comes undone on a track, but I don't care at the moment because the sun's shining, I'm on a B road, someone in a Golf GTI won't get out of my way and he probably thinks I'm a terrible chav, and yeah, it's good. So which is best then? Focus or Civic, Type R or RS? While both huge fun on the road, final decision is actually quite simple. The Mountune is easily the best version of the Focus RS yet, but the Civic might just be the best hot hatch currently on sale. It has a broader range of abilities than the Focus, it rides far better, it's more exciting, it's more practical if that matters, and with these two particular cars, it's cheaper. It's brilliant actually, and the winner here. Over to you, Ford.